Hello, cat peasant. And hello, everyone else. How are you today? Okay, my music is still too loud. For me, my music is too loud for me. I think for you it should be fine. Kind of. I am fine, Lina. Okay, let's go to our project. Fine for me? That's good. Oh, Rust. So many projects. Rust actor framework. Okay, I wanna check something. I'm pretty fine. I had my technical code interview yesterday, which was kind of cool, and I want to work on that next week live on stream. So I mean the code interview is over, but there's still open tasks and improving stuff, and I want to do that next week live. Okay, so you do a benches bench.rs. Benches. Just stealing stuff again. Okay, so now it's not called Wasm Run, it's called Survey Test. Why is it complaining? Isn't it called Survey Test? It is called Survey Test. Oh, I know why it complains. Okay, let's... Source main will be our source lib.rs now. And that's source lib. Okay, I think I probably don't even need a separate crate for that. Okay, so what am I doing? Like you see in the title, I'm trying to write an actor framework, and actor frameworks are based on messaging. So my idea was to maybe just abuse Serde instead of the any type, because it makes working with it a whole lot easier, and has the good side effect that if we want to add networking, everything is already SerDes compatible, so it should be pretty easy to send it over the network without too much overhead. And now I want to do a benchmark. So I'll do... Let's do a struct test, which will... Where are my buttons? Which will derive, serialize, deserialize. Hey Fluffy! So I was just explaining what I'm trying to do here. I'm probably gonna explain it a few more times during the whole stream. So I want to do an actor framework, as you know from the title, and my idea was to abuse SerDes for the internal message type. This way, if you want to do something like networking, you don't need... You already have serialization built in. Yeah, but I don't know if how bad the performance gets. That's what I want to find out. So that's the value. Now we have a value. How bad can it get with Rust? I mean, if the serialization is... If the serialization is not... How to say this? If you have two serializations and you use the slower one, because this is a framework, it will take an effect on every project that uses it. And we don't want that, so I'm gonna need to check what the best framework basically is. Okay, let's start. I think i8 should be the lowest. I think there should be an i16. Should be an i32. Is there an i128? There is, okay. Let's just take that, paste it again. Wait, no. It's you escape. Ha! I learned how to... I kinda learned how to Vim. Yeah, I've always was confused, because when you do something like that, let's do it again. I'm gonna do Control V to enter block mode, and let's say I press I for insert, and what? No. Gonna press I for insert, and it does nothing. Huh? Okay. Okay, with S it works. Wait. Oh, it's Shift I. Okay. So you do Shift I for insert, then you type something, but it only shows up where you are, not everywhere. And when you press Escape, it will do it everywhere. You gotta press C, no? What is 0 plus 1? Let me think about that. That's not an easy question. I think with all the maths I know, I can reasonably comfortable say that it's no. No. It's absolutely no. C. Yeah. Oh, that was... What does C do? Oh, yeah. It's 1 plus 0, no? What is false plus true? Yes. No plus yes is also yes. Okay, what else do we have? We have a U size. It's gonna be a U size. We have a I size. Yeah, have you thought I would be logically wrong? Okay, what else do we have? Gonna have a string, obviously. We're gonna have a boolean. Gonna have a char. Oh no, there is no char. Okay, wait, they need names. That's string. That's bool. Am I missing any basic type? Vectors. We need vectors. VVec. Yes, floats, thank you. Now let's do U8 because we don't care. Probably not gonna do every type. Long live float. Long live float, so you mean is that what you mean? Long live float, static F32? Yeah, hash map. I'm probably gonna add a hash map. But I'm also wanna add a second struct, and if you have a second struct that basically is the same as a hash map most of the time. Hey Wench. Don't even know what a vectq is. Sorry. Yeah, we need the floats. Okay. So there is a F32. There's an F64. VectQ means you can insert both sides. Vec means only one side. Ah, okay, got it. Nice. I'm gonna default that. Struct other. Oh, we also need partial eq. So we can compare them later on. Come to my home, I got soy milk today. Um, yeah, let's do the hash map. Hash map of string to Hey Beam Stream Official. So how's everyone's day? Today I searched for a mistake in my code for like half an hour just to find out that I forgot a break in my switch case. Yeah, that's why you code in Rust. You don't need breaks in your switch cases. Yeah, but I understand. I do understand that. It can be extremely painful. Okay, let's just go string. Let's not overthink. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's programming in Java probably, if I understand that correctly. They wrote no code and set up Windows VMs. Writing no code is the best thing you can do as a programmer. Even C# added match. Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, doesn't Kotlin have something similar? No, C# is way better than Java. Yeah, going for Java professional before move on to something new. I mean, I think you can move to something new before you go professional with one thing, but that's just my opinion on that. Standard, no, not generic. Collections, hash map. Are you happy now? Yeah, I think I don't need that. Let's make create. Well, let's say after I feel confident with Java. Yeah, that's more reasonable. Is it just called test? Yeah. But like I said, you can always just at least try other languages. So it's not like you learn one language until you're an expert, and then you learn the next until you're an expert, and then the next until you're an expert, and so on and so forth. Just learn the one thing, and if you're somewhat proficient in it, so if you can write programs, start dabbling in other programming languages. For instance, start with C# because it's so insanely similar, and then work your way to harder things. Should be easy to do. I'm also a professional in annotation-driven development. What do you mean with annotation-driven development, though? So let's start with that. The thing we're gonna do is build the WAG ourselves. That's the wrong button. And we'll... Oh, there is no other in there. Other... I drink album. Wait. Reversing Java code is so hard. The reason I hate Android apps. What has reversing Java code to do with Android apps? You mean understanding what's written? Yeah, sure. After Java, I'm going to learn Spring, Hibernate, MongoDB. Then going to other languages, I guess. Yeah, sure. As long as you keep improving, it's completely fine. But like I said, I still think you can do try to do a little bit of C# if you have the time for it. If you don't have time, ignore what I'm saying. So yeah, my opinion, language syntax and special features are the most important thing. Otherwise, it all comes down to experience with some frameworks. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, Java is not nice after Kotlin came, I think. Spring consists of black magic annotations that does a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah, that's... I heard that. XML-based programming, right? Android app is full of Java and you need to learn JVM bytecode. Really? Okay. So at work, our app is completely built with Kotlin. And I think no one of our workers knows that much about Java bytecode. I mean, they obviously know the bytecode itself, but not all the internals. Well, Kotlin is just a better version. Not only better, it's also saner. That's... let hash equal come on, hands. Do what you're supposed to do. I mean, I think Java is pretty bad. It's okay if you just want to get a job, but I probably said that already, but I'm a huge language nerd. Hardliner to string language nerd to string. So when I check out languages, it's also about other things, like how okay. So there are other things like how the language is designed and stuff like that. I'll be lurking, gotta learn some. I feel thirsty for knowledge, gotta use the first and just deal with Pioneer as much as I can. Understandable, I'll have fun lurking. Well, I think Haskell is best way to learn language. I heard that some people say that they think it's easier to that it's easier to learn functional programming and then move on to imperative programming than the other way around. But that's not the way I've gone, so I don't actually know. Okay, so let value equal to create let oh no, Haskell is not an OOP language. So of course you can. Why shouldn't I be able to compare the two? You can compare a car to a motorcycle, right? So just because the one is functional and you can just because one is functional and the other is OP. Rust isn't OP, and I can compare it to Java. That has nothing to do with if it's comparable. Hi Hypermana. How's it going? Can I... Hey Garrett! Yeah, today I'm doing some stuff for the actor framework again. So let's see how that goes. Does iter return anything? Function not defined. Can I do that? Run type monkey? Okay, gonna do type monkey. Value dot deserialize into unwrap. Okay, just a second. I do not want to lose my train of thought. So test value and result should be the same afterwards. Does that work? It does not. Omshankar 1947, thanks for the follow. How are you today? Gonna add a mute to this. And result is gonna be some result. Gonna unwrap this. Not unwrap or. Learning C# and Kotlin are the best choices of Java because of similarity, right? Because of similarity, C# should be a good choice. But I think Kotlin is the future of JVM development. If there does come something else along the line, I think probably everything that's Java will move towards Kotlin development. Why are you not working? Option. I haven't forgotten your type monkey. Does that work? Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Number one reason for stuff not working on this stream is because I'm stupid. Okay, now I should be able to do cargo bench, right? Also, thanks for raiding me a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, no problem. Oh, now I remember. I think you were the guy with the categories, with the Twitch categories. You know what I mean? You do the stuff that you do. The service to separate science streamers, right? Science and technology. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, that's cool. If you've been doing Java, it makes sense to try another JVM language so the move isn't crazy. Yeah, like I said, if it's just for the language, C# is easier to set up, has a similar syntax to Java, and less of everything. Oh, we need less of the annoying parts. Yeah. So I think it's a good choice. And you don't have to learn that much new stuff. And VPF is nice, yeah. The Windows Presentation Foundation. So rust up, override nightly. No. Rust up, override set nightly. Yeah. C#, what did I wander into? We're talking about languages to learn after Java. Hi Peyton Rules, how are you doing? Okay, cargo bench now, please. Please be fast. Also, you're gonna see me do Kotlin, not maybe next week, but at the very least in 2 weeks. Hi Toggle. Because I think I'm gonna do Mondays, work on the Microsoft Minecraft idea I have. So that's probably gonna do that in Java or Kotlin or something like that. Pretty good, I would say. It depends on what you're looking to learn. C# is super employable. This a very easy post Java. Yeah, that's my reasoning. Just because it's similar, and without all the annoying stuff from Java, it's pretty easy to pick up. If you want to stay on JVM, you can do Kotlin afterwards. I want to learn something that gets me a job. You should learn something that makes you better. Then the job comes comes from alone, kinda. So if you really want to get a job and you don't care about how, learn PHP. Or go to a bank and say you want to program in COBOL. You're gonna hate your life for doing that, but you'll get a job, sure. Okay. Gonna do monkey type. Job opportunities depends on country, city, town. True. Wait. Why do you want my bot? Cat Peasant, what has my bot done to you? Oh boy. How's that? Okay, so now my bot and I'm banned. Wow, wow. Okay, was a nice stream. Thanks for watching. I'm kidding. Where I live, surrounded by .NET developers, I swear. It's full of load. Oh, that was a good one. 50 words, 98 accuracy. I can live with that. I think that's fine. Did we end the load word on this stream as well? No, I really don't care. The worst thing that can happen to you is that I start arguing that you're wrong, but I think that's fine. Everyone can live with being argued. 10 viewer, talk about bot would be correct here. Did I miss something? He's famous now. Hope you're not talking about me. Okay, so what's actually wrong? Why? Why is I-128 not supported? Okay, cargo at Surday JSON. Is it this the thing? Is it the thing? I think it's the thing. You have the perfect amount of viewers. You're as famous as Togabit. He also only has 10 viewers. Yeah, I'm a bit more greedy though. I do want more viewers. Also, I think I would be fine with a few hundred or 1,000 viewers, but that has different reasons. So, like I said, I want to do teaching, and I'm gonna run out of people to teach if I only have 10 viewers. It's gonna be a short teaching career. Peyton is from the US. So somewhere from the US. And you totally ignore my bad joke in the beginning, hardliner. Sorry, that was my my bad joke filter. Can you teach me how to type? Yeah, I can. You take your hands, lay it on top of the keyboard, and then you press the button you want to press, okay? So just don't press the other buttons. Just press the buttons you want to press. And only press them once and not twice. Can you teach me how to buy a Moonlighter keyboard? Yeah, I can teach you. Watch a tutorial. So, you go to Google. Type in how to buy a Moonlander. Okay, and then you go to the first thing that comes up. It was DuckDuckGo. Don't worry, Google is blowed. I only press button once at a time. No. You can press it twice if you need it twice, but don't press a button twice when you only need it once. Pressing buttons twice when you need it once is blowed, and we don't do that here. But Togglebeat has improved so much of the prediction thing. Yeah, he needs the hype. Let's do STT programming language. What's STT? Okay, so now there's a big button. Buy now, speech to text. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Real programmers who work with other people curse too much. You're gonna have source code with curse words everywhere. We need predictions here too. I mean, my mods are all gone, so yeah. So that's how you buy a Moonlander. Was it the U-128? I mean, I can start the predictions if you like. It's gonna be fine. Okay, have fun. Start a new prediction. Wait. Name the prediction. Will hardliner get more than... No. On the next type, okay. And we'll have bigger than 50. Wait, that's the left side, so less than 50, bigger than 50, bigger or equal. Where's my equal sign? Okay, submission period, 5 minutes. Got it. Okay, prediction started. Have fun predicting. So where are the features? Is it 30 derived with the features? No, it has to be Serta itself. So let's see. Features: standard, unstable, log. Is it the derive? Am I missing something? No. Oh, this library just doesn't support 128. So it's the serializer's fault. 10 points, who was that? Wow, someone actually thinks I'm gonna get more than 50. Oh boy, you're gonna be so wrong. You're gonna be so wrong. 440. Can someone get 4 points going? Do not disappoint me. I get over 400 writing on this. Oh boy, 2k for below 50. Yeah, that seems like the safe bet. So, can we fix the library? What's the pull request doing? Add support for feature preserve order. What's feature preserve order? Feature this also provides a preserved JSON. Its behavior is similar, comes with the same general downsides that it's a global feature. What to do with it? Okay. Whatever, I just wanna get the 128 stuff going. Because I think it's gonna be important. Anyway, for now, let's just exclude it. Don't let me down. I know where you live. Wow. I lost like 40k on toggle bits prediction. Credits will be around shortly. For some reason my keyboard layer changed back to ANSI. It's not saying in ISO. There's a difference. Okay. Okay, now we can add more. I'm gonna do what every good programmer does, just copy and paste some code. Never mind, it's just shown wrong but typing right. Yeah. Oops. But if it's typing right, don't you have a problem when you want to type left? Sorry, I'm sorry. Yes, ISO is the left shift key with the bonus key to the right of it. ANSI has the long left. Oh, okay. So let's get 30 JSON and from no. But you have a bad joke filter, yeah, for reading, not for saying them. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was way sooner than I anticipated. Let's get a few reloads going. Are you ready? I'm not. Oh no. Oh no. No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I let you down. Oh no, 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 no. Ah. I'm so sorry. How can I resolve that? Wait. Where's the prediction? That's not what I wanted. That's absolutely not what I wanted. How can I resolve the prediction? Where are my mods? My prediction? Oh, choose outcome. Okay. $7,820 channel points. Wow. I was equally lost this morning. It's understandable. Wait, so... Come on, hands. Ah, that's not what I want you to do. It said you and Wings got the payout. Did I do something wrong? Did I steal code from you? Points from you? I got what I invested. So that's the JSON from value. I need another button for delete. I just bet all my points and you're doing it this time, Outliner. Oh no, the pressure! Pressure! Oh, how am I going to do this? So that's the JSON. Oh boy. I'm already shaking. No, I'm not. Did we save? Yeah, we saved. Let's cargo bench again. Okay. So basically 30 JSON is a bit faster, but with the variants, I'm not sure. As I corrected the keyboard issue now, I will give it another go, even at work. Yeah, I think if you keep at it, it's okay, it's fine. Okay, so we have that. Pin code's next. Cargo and pin code. I mean, I think I know what the fastest one's gonna be. Not go, but go. So focus to type, doesn't forget what I'm typing. It's understandable. I did the set the theme and monkey type to brackets and stuff. Okay, you go to monkey type. And here at the top, you can toggle them on with the mouse if you like. So what I did, press escape twice, type in language, press enter, type in code, move to code C, choose that, and then you do punctuations, words, 10. Hey, Leave Me, how's it going? How are you today? Bin code, bin code, bin code, bin code. Is there something like value in bin code? No, right? It's just a bag of U8. 13 words per minute, normal text. Yeah, I think it's gonna be way harder. It's gonna be way harder to type work than with a split keyboard. What comes after escape? Yeah, type escape twice. Press escape twice, then the menu comes up, and then you type language. And for language, you choose code C. Code space C. Okay. Type escape, escape. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Press escape, sorry. So that's bin code. Bin code. No. It's not value, it's serialize. That's also bin code and deserialize. Wait. Yeah, serialize and deserialize. Okay, you want the reference, it's understandable. See how that works? Okay, so bin codes in a clear first. Survey value is getting slower every run. 50 is hard? What do you mean 50? 50 words? By the way, if anybody here wants to get 20% off of Dell prices from the official website, hit me up. Sounds like a scam. No. I know you would scam people. Okay, so it's bin code over the rest. Let's see how Seaboard performs. Does that have only the file API with reader and writer? Because if it has, I'm gonna just toss it. Well, I work for VMware, therefore get 20% off for friends and family. For friends too? That's crazy. Well, I put 2K on bigger wrinkle than 45, so please Windle. I'll try, I'll give my best. Okay, receiver value, no, no, serialize an object. 2WAC. Oh, okay. While waiting, I managed to get another 12 points that I put in. I think you guys all have a gambling addiction, just saying. Cargo at Seabor. We believe in you. No, you're just having a gambling addiction. That has nothing to do with believing in me. Don't expose. I'm not exposing. Everybody, I think everybody knows that. Yes, that's a good deal, I guess. Wait, did I miss something? Also, yeah. I'm playing poker right now. I mean, poker is fine. Poker is a skill game, but gambling on my typing skills? No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, bet on Hardline instead. I mean, poker is probably the safe alternative. Saturday, Seabor. I think it was 2 whack. And that's Saturday, Seabor. I play poker. I know what I'm doing in poker. I'm up about $500 for the last 3 days. Nice. I still cannot advise people to start playing poker. So so there is a value. Started with 25 bankroll about 6 months ago. So yeah, everybody kind of can afford them much. Don't advise to play poker with money you need. Yeah, that's the same for stock market or anything basically. So if it's something where you want to buy stuff that you don't need, do it with money you don't need. Value. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we have 2 value as well. Okay, let's do both then. That was from Slice, I think. My coworker just bought a house just from his stocks. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, but the thing is, stock market is also basically gambling. So, if you need the money to feed yourself or your family, do not use it for stuff like stock. I mean, sure. There are things on the stock market you can pretty safely do, but that's the things that don't make big money. So if you invest, let's say if you buy Microsoft stock, and wait 50 years in the hopes that it gets better, sure, that's a safer bet. But everything else, the whole speculating stuff, he puts 15% of his salary into stocks using the options as VMware, which he gets for 15% less than market value. Therefore, he gets automatically already profit out of it. Yeah, that's understandable. Does that work? It does. Okay. Value. We're doing Type Monkey again. You really wanna see me type, right? Okay, just a second. Oh, gonna save. I'm gonna quit. Let's go, I'm point broke. I don't want to see you type, I want to see you win. You wanna get your points back, that's the thing. Cargo, we should have bet on the benchmarks. Cargo bench. Will Zebra beat Bean Code? The prediction is still up. Yeah, but you can't submit anymore. Okay, let's see how everything does. Also, it is slower. I'm over half the whole pool. Wow. The Zebra value is even slower than that. ToggleBit shouldn't bet in channel points, he should bet in push-ups. What do you think? Didn't he say his back was hurting or something like that? So push-ups might be fine. I can do exactly one push-up. I mean, if you do one push-up every day for the next month... Wait, that's going too bad. Yeah, if you're gonna do one push-up every day for the next month, you're gonna do two push-ups, at least 2 push-ups by the end. Same if you can't do a whole push-up, do a half one every day, and you're gonna do at least one by the end of the month. Simple as that. So let's scramble it up. Oh boy. Do I know where all those symbols are? Yes. Ah, wrong button. No, 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 the choke, no. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. It was nice. It was nice seeing you all. Oh crap. I think that was the worst one yet. That's because you guys keep pressuring me into getting better. It's the pressure. So basically it's your fault that I'm not as good. So let's do one more. So it was less than 45. Just type, shaking my head. It's not that hard. Yeah, okay, come to my home, try it with my keyboard right now. I'm waiting. Prediction. Let's do another one. Start prediction. Same one. Now we'll do 30. Buy me a ticket that I will. I have no points to gamble. Okay, I'm gonna crank the submission period up to 15 minutes, so you should be able to get us some points in the meantime. Okay, what's the next thing? Pickle. Does Pickle have a value version as well? I'm always betting on you to win. I mean, we should do accuracy instead. I can get a 100% accuracy if I really try. 60 words per minute? Nice! Yeah, small growth is better than no growth. Oh, that also stops at I-64. I should document that, wait. Cargo adds the pickle. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it at the end. So it has value to vec. That has to vec and from slice. Let's ignore the value thing at all. Why are you complaining? Could not resolve macro? Why? Why can't you resolve that macro? 2080? Not even not even 2090. Oh no, I totally meant to vote a bigger or equal. I'm gonna type slowly, okay? Okay, just ignore the error. Ignore the error. That's the wrong button. Hey, Bear Cool Cow, says Muma. Also known as Bear Duda. How are you? How was your day? That error is useless from my experience. Yeah, it's still annoying and shouldn't happen. But it is what it is. Well, it's a 23 increase. I think that's not slow growth. True? That's true. But that's also why percentages are flawed. So... like, if I go from 50 words per minute to 75 per minute, it's a kind of big growth, but only 50%. And if you go from 1 word per minute to 2 words per minute, it's a 100% increase. But to change my prediction, is it possible? Nope, sorry. I am sorry, Lina. Okay. Picker. Come on, hands. Sorry, no need to be sorry, it's fine. It's completely fine. We're now going to measure change in calculus equations rather than percentages. I mean, if you can calculate it, why not? Okay, so there is a to value? Why isn't it in the documentation? From slice, right? Yeah. What? What are you complaining? Takes 2 arguments. Why does it take 2 arguments? It needs a true to use version 3. Okay. Okay, we'll do it. Probably needs an ampersand again. What? That's pickle. Well, I'm happy if we can type 25 words per minute by next week. Yeah, that wasn't. I didn't want to say that the progress you're making isn't good enough or something like that. So that was not the intention. I should get rid of the main function. It's driving me crazy. Stupid warning. Yeah, so to anyone wondering, to the people who weren't here at the beginning, I want to do an actor framework, and I'm kinda cheating a bit. So I wanna use a SERDE serializer for the internal message type, which I think might have the benefit 10,000. Wow. Which I think might have the benefit. So if we want to add networking later on, if we want to add networking later on, we already have serialization in place. First, I need to memorize the mapping, and I didn't take it like that. The worry hardliner. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, that's the hardest thing for me with the ergodocs. It's the same thing. I mean, the basic keys are all good, but all the special characters, I have no idea where some of them are. So I only learned where backspace is like 2 days ago because I needed it for work in Windows. But I'm typing everything in work. That's why you take so long to respond. No, no, it's good. No errors, everything's fine. I'm liking it. Can I explain what an actor framework is? Okay. Actor framework. I'm gonna use Google this time, not Google. The other one, DuckDuckGo. Maybe they have some cool graphics. No? Well. Ooh, there are a few new ones in Rust, I think. Okay, Bastion Inductor. Okay. It is a Leo framework. Okay. No, an actor framework is I like to call actor frameworks basically object-oriented programming done right. So in an actor framework, instead of everything being an object, everything is an actor. And an actor can do 3 things, if I remember correctly. The one is spawn new actors, send messages to other actors, and the third one is change its own behavior or its own state. And that's basically an actor framework. And I think WhatsApp and all telecommunication stuff, like what Sony Ericsson, I think, or Ericsson, they made telephone software with actor frameworks because it's insanely good with being failure resistant. Actors are like humans. They have a mailbox and receive mails and they obey them. Well, they don't necessarily obey them. They can choose to ignore them. Like real people. And best thing about actors is we can use actors on multiple nodes. Yeah, one of the really cool things is that an actor doesn't really care where it is. I just delete all my mail without even looking at it. Yeah, even the physical mail, like just taking it out of the mailbox and putting it away. Understandable. No, one of the cool things about actor models is one thing is I lost my train of thought. 2 times 17 words per minute. Oh, 2 times. Okay. What? Oh, okay. So the first thing is supervision trees. So you have an actor that spawns actors, that spawns actors, that spawns actors, and so on and so forth. And if an actor crashes, the actor above in the supervision tree gets notified and decides what to do, and it can just restart the actor again. The cool thing about that is, if you have a bug that only randomly occurs, which are the hardest bugs to debug because testing complains about that, and when you get to debug it, the bug doesn't occur anymore. And with an actor framework, you just don't care because once the actor crashes, it gets restarted, and because the error is random, it just starts working again. So you can just ignore a big part of error handling for random stuff, and it will just go its normal way. And the second thing is, you can actually move actors from your local PC to another PC, so that the transport mechanism is pretty transparent. Meaning, I think the C actor framework has something cool like that, where you can just spawn a remote actor and use it as if it were locally, but in reality it's somewhere else on another PC. Also, I'm quite honored that Bear is here. The one and only. All the big people are in my stream. Beeson Rust. We're doing Type Monkey again. Okay. Did we have a prediction? Okay, I'm gonna let the prediction run out. It's 2.5 minutes. There it is. I want to see 60. Oh boy. Yeah, if I do only 2 words without punctuation, I might get them. What? It's just be some. I see no prediction. It is running. You can click on the channel points, I think, and then you'll see the prediction again. Probably. Yeah, 128 left. I'm all in, please win. Oh, I'm gonna struggle so hard again. Totally don't have a gambling problem. Yeah, I think I should do gambling in the bot, so you can't, you won't lose channel points. And can lose all lost, everything with greater than. I mean, does anybody think I'm gonna do less than 30? Wow, 2 people. Nice. Really nice. Well, to everyone betting on less, they get a lot of points. Yeah. Maybe I should just throw. just make the few people rich who betted against me. Then I'm gonna get cancelled from Twitch for match fixing. So, Bison. Bison? Bison. I'm on the wrong screen again. Am I pressing the wrong buttons? What's going on? Okay. Bison to Bison. Almost. It's Bison. Next round, make it more difficult to bet. I'm gonna let. How should I make it more difficult to bet? What? Didn't I add it? Cargo, add, visa. Type with one hand only. Okay, now it's added. I can just unplug one side of my keyboard and see how far we go. DT closing parentheses. Have fun with brackets. Yeah, they're very annoying. The thing is, brackets shouldn't be that hard if I can actually remember to press the right ones. So I have all my brackets here. The thing is, I need to press this button with my thumb to get to them. That's the hardest part. And most of the time I'm moving my hand with my thumb, which is actually stupid. Okay, how's the prediction going? Okay, submission is closed. Let's monkey type. Oh, you got the insanely expensive keyboard. I mean, define insanely expensive. Is $400 expensive? Kinda depends. If you're gonna work with it your whole life, hopefully. So if I don't break it, all Twitch money, no. I didn't even get a single payout from Twitch, so I'm still have nothing. It's just my own money because I have problems with my hands and problems with my back. No, I don't like this. Problems with my back. So I bought another keyboard in the hope it gets better, and it does. So sitting upright, you get the same Twitch money as me. Nothing. Is your hand big enough to do the stretch? Which stretch? To the button? I mean, that's my hand, if you want to see. Does that help you? Okay, let's actually do that. No. That was insanely close. I was struggling so much. Oh, for the brackets. Yeah, kinda. It should be long enough, but I can feel the stretch when I'm doing it. You're done for today? Okay. Have a good one then. Or are you done gambling? I'm no longer broke. Yes. Yeah, the thing is, if you really all had a gambling addiction, you would have probably chosen that I would lose, because it would have given you more money. Done gambling, okay. It was just a 1.04 multiplier because of me. Only lost today, lol. That's fine. The good thing about channel points is they come back on their own just by watching. So as long as you don't bet money, lost 2k, 150, 50k or 50 points. Lost 2k, 150. Okay, that's fair. Okay, Taminuku. Why are you failing? That's not nice. Sounds like you win to me. As long as you've had fun and you don't waste real life money on that. Round 2. Oh, wait, I should actually choose the outcome as well. You can't buy channel points. I'm sorry. Okay, why is that failing? Unsupported unsigned type. What? Tell me more. No, don't tell me more. You're gone. Error unsupported. What? What was it? You could buy them from users if the streamer participated. Make someone bet everything on one. Oh. True. So. But the streamer doesn't have infinite points. I do have infinite points, but I cannot bet. I cannot bet and I cannot just give you points. That's not possible. Okay, Bison is gone. Evro, whatever that is. Hey, what's it called? Evro RS. The streamer just needs to make you win the prediction. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. Hard lines are channel points. The channel points are called hard lines. Work is so damn hard. I'm sure you're gonna master it soon, or not master, but get at least proficient in it. Chat points. Oh, you mean the bot points? Hardlines Future Crypto? Yeah. Well, I have a somewhat big idea to do with crypto stuff. Yeah, it's planned. Currently, it's not possible. But I have something planned where you can just waste your money and get other your channel points and get the other points instead. But if the thing is, well, I'm not hardliner, I'm soft. Therefore it takes a bit longer. Yeah, hardliner's overrated. Just saying. Okay. This hardliner guy is totally overrated. What's a snappy codec and do I want it? Okay. Okay, we need a scheme for that. Then it's already gone. Sorry, Evro, you're gone. What's the bound this thing above functions called? Proc macro, yeah. Procedural macros. Postcard. I need to take a break from work for now. It's so nerve-wracking that it always makes me feel sick. I had the same feeling when learning this keyboard, but I think you're probably doing yourself a disservice that it will take way longer if you switch between the two. So... But I also could be completely wrong because I have no idea what I'm talking about, so... Come on, Vim. No, I take a break for an hour or so, later typing... Okay, understandable. Cargo, Euro, RS... Camilo could tell me about it. I want to check the keyboard out of the window every 5 minutes. Really? I do not get that feeling. I mean, I had I kind of got motion sick while typing the first 2 days or something like that. What is the advantage in using Dvorak keyboards? So one probably is that you can type faster, because the keys are better reliant. I think someone said it's better for programming because of where all the keys are, and the other is comfort. So not getting your hands tired because you don't need to do strange things with your hand to reach certain keys. It's the same with ergonomic keyboards, stuff like that. The advantage is ergonomics. So. Okay, we have no Avro, we have postcard. And it's used like... How's it used like? Tuvek? Tuvek and from bytes. Okay. Postcard. Tuvek. Postcard. From bytes. Yeah, motion sickness is really an issue for me. Yeah, like I said, if you just push through it, I mean, if it's too much, it's too much. That's with everything. But if you just push through it, then it's gonna get over soon. Gotta get used to it. Kinda wanna try learning Dvorak, but that would mean I have to rewrite all my dot files. Yeah, well, the keyboard I'm looking at is the same as QWERTZ, just with rearranged keys. I mean, yeah, that's what Dvorak is. What? That's exactly what Dvorak is. Well, entirely rearranged. Yeah, and getting 20 years of typing out of your brain is so hard. Understandable. But I think I need to do 1+R for the next couple of days, and I think get into it until I'm not getting sick anymore. Sorry, but I had to bet against you in the prediction. Okay. Where is it? Ban. Just fluffy. Be gone. Oh, it's spam. I can't even spell. That's fine. I tried switching from ISO to ANSI once, switching back and forth between home and office killed my brain, so now I stay with ISO. Yeah, I know. Don't make fun of me. Oh, deref. Type annotation needed. Why? Okay. No, don't copy that pile of garbage. Meh. But saying typing with the work is fast is bullshit then. It's just a matter of memorization. No, it's not. The thing is, how do I explain this? This is prediction shaming. The thing is, if everything you need to type is closer to your fingers and you don't need to move as much, you're gonna be faster than if everything is far away and you need to do stretches for your fingers. So that's why they say Dvorak is fast for programming, because of the special keys apparently are closer to home row. So that's the thing. It's not just memorization and I need every key. There is no key I don't use. Yeah, but the certain keys you use more. So if you use one key once a year and another key every day, you want to have the key you use every day as close as possible to your home row, and the one you use once a year you can put, I don't know, in your bathroom to press it, and it won't matter. My 80 points. Also, the other thing, like I said, it's not only speed, it's comfort and ergonomics. Puts all the keys in the bathroom. Now he can't lock the door. Oh. Trying to close a US bank account when not in the US is a hassle. Okay. Needs E plus back. Who needs a door if you have Windows? Okay, wait. Today I posted something to our teams public. Let's see if I can find it. It's a Twitter post. Astronauts use Linux because you can't open Windows in space. Just letting that sit for a moment. What's the following grade? Lexpro, Zeta Lexpro. Yeah, that's the thing I want. Sounds about right. I love that our work prohibits overtime. If you do overtime, you won't get paid for it, as there's literally no legal reason to do overtime. That's cool. That's really, really cool. I mean, in my last work I did, they also prohibited overtime because the company was kind of in debt. And even though you shouldn't do overtime, they got unrealistic time spans for you to work, and got mad at you if you aren't done. What do you guys use as a PDF reader on Arch? I don't know. Does it have Firefox? Yeah, you can use Firefox. Also I think Teach with the rate of 71. How are you? How was your day? Can I do... Does it work? Yes! Meme Rasta out of crates. Gotta go eat lunch now? Yeah, have a good lunch. I have to touch each commit once a day in whatever way, and I can have a maximum of 30 commits at the same time. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, Teach is the reason why I switched from FZF to Telescope. So if you're a Vim user, install NeoVim nightly right now. and install Telescope because it's the best program ever made. What are we doing? Okay, that's the thing we're doing. I'm typing in the wrong window again. There's a from... No, I don't want a from string something. Wait, is that to and from string only? For all Gentile users, NVIM is bloat. Okay, where's my mod? Timeout Luke. Tell me Luke. No, I'm kidding. What are you watching Rust streams for, Togglebit? Togglebit is just here to bet on my typing skills. And I am hydrating. Good call, good call. Cheers. So I can learn something for once. Doesn't matter if using NeoVim or Vim. Yeah, but if you're using Vim, you can't use Telescope, so that's obviously wrong. Okay, it has a 2 value, a 2 string, a 2 vec. Okay, so we'll do probably all 3 of them. Hi Megaforks. Need to put the subbit to bed back later. Okay. Why isn't my main OS Temple OS? It's just too good. The thing is, if I would install Temple OS and started streaming from there, all of you probably couldn't handle the awesomeness of Temple OS and would just leave, which is bad for the stream. Sorry, that's just the truth. So I'm not gonna use it for the sake of all of us and for all my viewers to stay. I'm going eat dinner and I'll give NVIM a try just for Hardliner. Yes! Yeah, you also need to install Telescope, right? Otherwise it doesn't matter. Everyone knows when the stream turned off, Hardliner switches instantly back to Nano. Wow. Wow. That's not nice. That's wow. Okay. I think do I still have it? Let me just check something. PC config fish. Pretty sure he just writes code normally with a hex editor. I have a punch card reader, and I just punch holes into a piece of paper and read that. Yeah, add back to non-split keyboard, as he's just stream fake. You mean Microsoft Notepad? Yeah, best editor ever. Okay, so no, I don't have it anymore. I actually had an alias, which aliased Nano to Vim, so I couldn't use it anymore. I write my C++ with Microsoft Word. Yeah, I mean, how else do you get all the cool fonts and all the cool graphics in your code, right? Also, I think was it MS Paint? Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Robo here. It's been nearly a year since...
Yeah, I don't care. So you basically... You open... You write your code, inside of MS Paint and feed it to the program, and it will generate it will generate a program for you out of images. Yeah. So if you're arguing best editor, I think MS Paint is right up there. Okay, so back to our S expressions. That's the wrong file. We do OCR at work, actually. Yeah, thanks for the crash. Lexpro. It's called Lexpro. Lexpro. String. Just take an old typewriter, write a code with it. After that, scan it and compile it. True. Lexpros. No, it's the other way around. Serde Lexpro. Yeah. So Serde Lexpro. And it's to string. So the Lexpro as well. That's from string. It's gonna be an ampersand probably. I mean, if I knew what I'm doing, I could probably build a keyboard out of an old typewriter. But I think it's also very loud if you stream like that. So that's the string version. What was the second one? Vec, I think, right? To Vec from slice. The last one is gonna be value. See how that's going. Still can't type. Okay, no complaints. Let's bench again, see if everything works. Are we doing on time? 2 hours, okay. Who needs blue keyboard switches when you can have a real typewriter? Yeah. I mean, we could also just do small speakers. Put small speakers in your keyboard. Just play the sound of of a typewriter. Oh boy. 8,000. 3,000, okay. 9,000. Also should be called Serde Bench, not Serde Test. But whatever. Okay, next, flat buffers. This is gonna be interesting. This is really gonna be interesting. So, flex buffers, not flat buffers. Sorry. Okay. What? Okay, let's see if we can do that. Cargo add flex buffers. I think it was flex buffers with an S. Yeah. Okay. Bench. Wait. Flex buffers. Where does that come from? So it's test value serialize and takes an S, right? Okay, so the unwrap still needed. Okay. Okay. That data is s.view. And then we'll have that whole thing. Gonna get the data. And this is gonna be... I think I called it test. Yeah. Serialize R unwrap. Wrong button. Okay, what are you complaining about? Oh yeah, true. That's not needed. He's right complaining about that. So, but the question is, will that be faster though? Let's bench again. See how it goes. In the meantime, what's the next? We're doing Bendy, whatever Bendy is. Bank code. Okay, bank code. Also, yesterday my machine ran out of storage space during my technical interview. So in the middle of compiling a big Rust project for the technical interview, my PC just said, well, we don't have any storage anymore. And then I looked and I was at 0% free storage, which is always a nice thing during a technical interview to fix. So, and for anyone who has the same problems, there is cargo sweep. So and if storage is it was a booted Linux, so I was already booted in. Yeah, and then it ran to 0. So, and now I'm at 70% full again, but whatever. Okay, so where is the new flex buffers? That's also not that fast. Okay. I would have thought that flex buffers would maybe beat bin code. I'm missing something. Okay. It's just called Bendy. Let's see how good that is. Cargo add Bendy. Yeah, I mean, kind of lucky, kind of unlucky. That's not default. What? Okay, that doesn't sound that good, but whatever. Yeah, I would have liked if it didn't happen during the interview, but it's fine. So nothing was really lost due to that. Also, I wanna go through the whole exercise I did during the interview on next week somewhere, but I'm not sure which day. To ban code. And is there a from bank code as well? Okay, so it's just the type from bank code. Okay. From bank code. Data. That's data as well. Are you complaining? Why is it unused? From ban code. So at the bottom it's telling me... What? So it is included, but it doesn't work here? What? Why? Is it not just derived for anything? Derive. SerDes support. Oh wow. That's why you should check check the documentation first. Okay, so now we'll do 2 bytes. Do 2 bytes and ROM bytes, right? Okay. Let's see how that performs. If anybody wants to know why I'm benchmarking all of that, feel free to ask. So I think I've explained it a few times already. So if you're interested, I want to know why you aren't benchmarking more things. Yes. No. I'm searching for a good internal representation. Freddy doesn't. Okay, it's Beancode. We're just gonna use Beancode. That's fine. I'm searching for a good internal representation for our actor model, so that we can do cool stuff with it and not care about any types, because any types are not as nice to work with sometimes, or not as nice as like a vector of bytes. Yeah. Yeah, Beancode is insanely fast. I mean, also the variance of those things is crazy. So, okay, let's break stuff. Let's break stuff and see what we can use after that. What we still can use after that. So oh, it's cargo bench. Now that should break a few things. I know at least 2 crates, I think, do not support U128s. Let's see if Bincode can handle it and how it impacts performance. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, okay, so Bincode won, basically. Okay, is that even a competition? Like, basically never use anything else other than the Bincode. I think Certed Jason shouldn't Certed Jason support that? No wait, Jason is bound to the JavaScript stuff, right? So don't they have a special feature for that? Okay. GitHub Cerday. I think Cerday Jason is part of Cerday itself, right? No. Features. No special feature for big numbers. Alert, preserve order, float round trip, arbitrary precision. So we run into number written back. I mean, let's try that. I mean, but what could go wrong? Cargo Tomo. Where is it? Okay. Version equals that. Features are standard and arbitrary precision. Bench again. Let's see. The difference is so insane. Oh, did it run? It did run. So Cerday Jason with the correct flags can actually use, can actually serialize that. Okay, so it seems we're moving bytes around because serialization is fastest. Oh wait. So what does Bincode serialize return? Here's Binko. I'm still gonna check Serde value out if we can add the 128-bit integer. Maybe we can work on that and transfer it to a kind of zero copy stuff, make it faster. We're gonna write that in our wiki. Is it underscore? Oh, it's not underscore. Hey Tammy Sam, how are you doing? How was your day? Interesting active framework. Well, the thing is, what is it? Okay, so I want to do an active framework, and I figured instead of using any for the internal message type, I could just use Serde and some Serde implementation and just serialize it, deserialize it. So now I just did a quick benchmark of all of the Serde serialization frameworks, and Bing Code 1. Doing great, just got back from boxing class. Oh, you're doing boxing? How long are you doing boxing for? Are you professional? Professional boxer? Or have you just started? You see that? 14,000 to 400? It's not even close. Nah, not yet. Starting out. Okay, got it. You should try Rust. Sam, you can do box Inger too. Wow. Oh boy. Getting off the computer for a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Wow, toggle bit. Oh, selective duplicate is here as well. How are you? Have we finally achieved human cloning? Huh? Did we clone someone? Okay, so that's basically the result of our of the benchmarks. Oh, got it. Yeah, so I haven't I haven't actually started with the real active framework. We did the interface last time, so we kind of drafted that together. Right now I was checking how I will do the internal messages, because I just probably gonna use Serde for that. And well, Bing Code 1 everything, so that's what we're gonna use. So we can now actually start to implement the thing. Any good references for passing stuff? I want to study for a sub-project. I assumed I would use Bing Code as well for my stuff. It seems... Well... Bing Code is also... If you want to support the 128-byte stuff, you probably want to go with Bing Code as well, because But let me just show that again. I'm gonna come back to that. Just a second. Okay, just benched it. Any good references for parsing stuff? Let's start with that. There is what's it called? NOM. So Rust NOM, which is a Rust parsing framework, if that's what you're asking. And they also have a book to explain stuff. So if you're doing binary work, NOM is probably the way to go. Another cool thing, I can just drop some links here. Another cool thing that doesn't work. If you like parser generators, is Lollipop. Which I think the technology is cool. Because, where is the book? So do they have... Oh, white. That is way too white. Building ESTs. Building ESTs. Yeah, so that's basically a grammar file. And you can directly in the grammar file define which Rust type you want to return. Which is kind of cool. So maybe check that out as well. Why do people use actor frameworks? People use actor frame. First of all, it's a pretty good. You're waiting for the result of the prediction? Yeah, we didn't have a type racer since then. Right? Or did we? Yeah, we didn't have a type racer since then. So somebody should just do type racer, then we can get the result of the prediction. It's not been resolved. Yeah, the last type racer... no, not type racer, monkey type. The last monkey type was an hour ago. And the prediction was 50 minutes ago. So we still need one monkey type to resolve the prediction. Otherwise, there's no result. I can't resolve with no result. Actor frameworks. So, in an actor framework, like in object-oriented programming, where everything is an object, in an actor framework, everything is obviously an actor. Thanks. This is somewhere to get started with. Yeah, you're welcome. Just backward monkey type, so off we go. Yeah, do the same as me. Every time Togglebit does monkey type and I have the time, I'm gonna do it with him. Just so he's not alone. Okay, actor frameworks. Before we do the monkey type. Like in object-oriented programming where everything is an object, in an actor system, everything is an actor. Actors can do three things. Actors can spawn new actors, send messages, and change their internal state. Good idea, I'll join on monkey type for work. That's a weird paradigm by the name of it. I haven't chosen the name. Actor framework. I mean, the thing itself is called the actor model. And if you're gonna Google actor model, you're gonna get actors and models, but nothing about the actor model, which is kind of strange. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. You can send a finite number of messages to other actors. You can create a finite number of new actors, and you can designate the behavior to be used for the next message it receives. So that's the basic thing an actor framework can do. And actor frameworks are used for stuff like I think WhatsApp, which is written in Erlang, is based on an actor framework. Also, I think Ericsson. Ericsson, Erlang. I can't even type Ericsson right. I don't know if this Discord is Discord written? Well, I don't know. But basically, Ericsson used OTP for telecommunications. Ericsson bought Erlang developed it. Yeah, I know that they used it for the telephone software. On the one hand, it's one of it's pretty easy to make kind of fast stuff with it. Thanks for the hydration. It kind of makes stuff. It kind of makes it easy to make fast stuff. Also, it's really easy to make it fault tolerant because of stuff like supervision trees. And if you move towards high performance computing, almost all high performance computing is done with message passing. So, which is some kind of actor model, if you like. My bank upped security. They made it a free factor just to log into the web page. Well, good for their security, right? Okay, so if you want to learn more about actor stuff, I'm gonna just paste the Wikipedia article. I just really like yeah, but it auto logs out after 1 minute. That's nice. Yeah, I like the actor model because I think it's one of the best concurrency models out there currently. Also, if you've programmed in Go, CPS, so the whole Go routines and channel stuff is basically a Go routine can be seen as an actor, and the channel is just the mailbox. Can you give us your password so we can confirm this? Yeah, you can just PM it to me. It's fine. I was looking at a wiki page. Even with my password, you need 2 more factors. And an additional... and a card reader. You need a card reader to log in. Wow. That's really high secure. My grasp on Go concurrency is still flaky. Okay, let's start with monkey type. So I can rest my mind. Too many braces. Okay. Are you all ready? I'm not. Let's see how that goes. Almost 60 words per minute. So actually, registration number plus security number, my phone with an additional security code, no biometric allowed, card reader, including card and PIN number to the linked bank account. That's like 10-factor authentication, right? You think it's quite secure? Yeah, then there's a... and then you can just log in with root on some of the servers probably. Paste some challenge for me, I'm highly impressed and kind of furious. Monkey type challenge. What do you mean paste some challenge? I mean, I can give you the link, something like that. That helps. Can't I just move that upwards? Kind of just move it upwards. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. So another way you can look at the actor model is if you know microservice architecture, where you have separate services, and the service can only influence its own state and send messages to other services. So you can't just grab some random memory inside of a process running on another server. You have to send it a message and tell it to, hey, dear other service, please, I don't know, add 2 and 2 together and store it somewhere for me to later retrieve it. Okay? So combine that with the ability to spawn new services, and you basically have an actor model. And normally an actor framework starts at a way lower scale. So you have the same thing on your local computer, but it also the transport mechanism is or the location where the actor actually is made transparent through the actor framework. So you can do things where you build an application with an actor framework, and once you're done building it, you find that one of the actors should probably be on another server. So you can do that with minimal change, because for the actor model, because it's already message passing based, it doesn't actually matter if the actor is on the same PC or not. So you can just grab the whole actor, put it on another server, and instead of doing a spawn, you're doing a remote spawn, and the actor framework can automatically route the messages for you. Okay, well, at least for normal users, it's actually secure, and even if you steal everything from me, you can't just access the stuff, which is good. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be easy to steal stuff from that bank, probably. So say an actor is busy, I mean its capacity to handle computation has reached max, then can it spawn another child actor? Is that how it works? So an actor only ever... Actors are synchronous. So an actor itself only ever handles one message at a time. So if you want to do something like, let's say you have an HTTP server and you have one actor which takes all the connections in, you obviously don't want to have that one actor handle everything. So one thing you can do, for instance, is every time you get a new connection, you spawn another actor, and that actor will then handle the connection for itself. So it's not wait until you're full and then spawn others. So it's something like, if you know you're gonna need more resources, have one actor who manages everything, and instead of doing the work itself, it will spawn many actors in parallel. So it's implementation. I mean, the thing is, if you implement an actor, you probably won't know if you run out of resources and need to spawn another one. So it's just, if you need multiple of something at the same time, you'll probably have someone who takes it in and spawns another actor. So that's basically the thing you'll use when you work with actors. Also, if you don't want to bother with actor frameworks at all, but still want to use I mean conditions whether to spawn another one or not, that's implementation defined. if you mean user defined with implementation defined, yes. So you as a user have to decide if you just work on the message you got, or if you spawn another actor who works on the message you got. That's not something the actor framework takes care of for you. Okay? So you have to know, do I need one of those? Do I just need to handle them serially or in parallel? Which you need to know anyway, because that's programming. And then you decide, do you just work on it, or do you delegate it to a sub-actor? So if that's the thing you mean with implementation defined, yeah, then it's that. Do I have Pony installed? I do have Pony installed, okay. Cool, got it. Nice. Are you on my Discord? If yes, you can ask questions there as well, and I'll try to answer them. So make dear Pony. Here, hello. Hello.pony. It started. Do we have a hello word somewhere? Hello world. Blah 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 blah. Getting started. Hello world. I'll just show that off. Compilation is pretty fast. Oh yeah, we did that a few weeks ago, actually. I mean, I already had the Discord for longer, we just repurposed it for stream. Okay. Okay, so overall I'm really getting faster, 19 words per minute now. That's nice. I mean, 20 words per minute is workable, I think. So that's something you can do your work with. Okay, so 25 WPM by next week. Do you, with next week, do you mean Monday? Because I think you can get that. I think you can hit 25 if you practice every day. Yeah. So I only practice when Togglebit does monkey type, or when someone actually spends the points for me to do monkey type. Other than that, I'm just working with the keyboard. I mean, I have my old keyboard on the side. If something goes wrong, I'll write 3 emails tomorrow at work. Yeah. The good thing with emails is you can go back. So let's see. Yeah, so that's basically a simple Pony program. You just create a main actor, which has a constructor. I think the constructor can be called anything. Let me verify. Okay, no, so it can't be named anything. And I think if I can consistently hit 25 words per minute, I can start upping it to a longer period of use. Won't make me feel sick anymore by then. True. Oh yeah, wait. We did the prediction stuff. Thanks for reminding me. So we got more than 40. I think the motion sickness comes from it comes due to me being annoyed. It comes from your brain expecting different things. So normally when you suddenly became rich from 1 to 11k, yeah, you know my PayPal. Just pay afterwards, okay? Okay, nice. No, yeah, like if you're spinning around, and the thing, or if you're playing on PC and your eyes see stuff and your body thinks you should move but you don't, and that makes you motion sick. I think it's the same thing. You're expecting certain things when you press stuff on your keyboard, and if it's ingrained in your brain, and suddenly it starts doing different things all the time, I think that just confuses you. Looks like I bought some GameStop stocks. Wow. Yeah. So I also think that Pony has one-upped Rust in a sense, in the explicitness sense. So in Pony you cannot do IO at all if you are not given the capability to do so. Your custom DSL? No, sadly not. The guy who started it all invested 50k. He's done working now. Yeah, that's understandable. Pony is a programming language based on basically two things. The actor model and capability systems. Maybe I should start doing such things too. I mean, if you can afford to lose money getting Redditors to invest into stock, yeah, do it, do it. We should get big, and once I hit a billion viewers on Twitch, we'll do stuff like that. We just tell everyone, go buy Rust stock, and everyone buys Rust stock, and then we'll be rich and stuff. And the Rust gets all the money, I don't know. Okay, yeah, Pony. Pony was created, or I heard about Pony, I think, at the same time as Rust. And I actually learned Pony first because I thought, technology-wise and language design-wise, Pony is a bit better than Rust. But it also doesn't have, so if you don't need macros. If you need macros, Rust is still better. But with Pony, you can have some really secure code. So you have the object capabilities, which means that if you import a random library from the internet, the random library just can't use the file system, except you give it the permission to do so. Means if you give it the capability to open the file system, it can do it. If you don't, it can't. The second thing which Pony does right, it has FFI whitelisting. So by default, if you're including an external library, it can't use the FFI. So that means that if you load random library from the internet and it needs permissions to read a file, you know that it needs the permissions to read a file. Okay, or you know that it needs permissions to access the FFI and stuff. And if that's strange, so if you, I don't know, if it's a calculator app, calculator library which just does addition and it needs FFI, then you can just then you will see that it doesn't compile, and you can actually review it. Let's all buy 100 stocks of Excella Technologies Inc. Yeah, let's not do that. How about not doing this? Nah. I don't know. And then we sell it when it's at 50. We get enough to buy it. Okay, let's do a Twitch search and see how many viewers we have. So we're at 26. So if all 26 of us buy, don't think we're enough people here. Oh, Beamstream official is online. I haven't done anything for the actor model itself. So what's the state here? Where did we leave? Cargo, Tomo. So we'll cargo add Surday and pin code. Yeah, maybe you should try to get Togglebit Stream to invest into some stocks. With maybe with more buying power. Version features. I think it's derive. Okay, so come on, Wim. Yeah, artificially pushing penny stocks, but in tech. That's good to create a bubble. Yeah, the thing is I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea about the stock market. Or not enough idea to can talk about such things. I mean, if you're an influencer with, I don't know, 1 million followers or something, and you buy random stock and give them a shout out, and let's say 10,000 or 100,000 of your followers just start investing in that because you gave it a shout out. I've updated stream search, by the way, so it doesn't. Oh, ho, ho. So I can do. Can I do? What? I have a local changes. Oh, okay. Okay. I have other tokens. Git stash pop? Is it pop? I think it's pop. Well, then the IRS will be immediately auditing you for manipulating the market. Yeah, that's understandable. But maybe at some point invest like just play money and see where it goes with penny stocks, like really gambling. I mean, is it influencing the stock market if you buy stock and publicly say that you bought stock because you believe in the company? I don't know, and probably. Okay, so cargo install force path dot. So okay, I'm gonna wrap it up soon. The plan for next week. Yeah, That's what I think. So I think endorsement should be fine. If I'm not just going out there and telling everyone, hey, buy this stock so we can all get rich, or stuff like that, should be fine. But I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a stock market person. I have no idea. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wrap up soon. Next week, what are we doing next week? We're continuing with the actor model. We're gonna hopefully get a few things done. I wanna work on the exercise from the technical interview. So let's so we can explore that together. I have to fix my NeoVim plugin because it times out sometime and you can't write in chat anymore. And maybe we'll do some Minecraft related things because there's something planned. Another thing we might do is play Dwarf Fortress for Tommy Luco because he wanted to see me. Which exercise? I wouldn't not recommend Rust Analyzer during interview. You wouldn't not recommend it. My whole PC, my whole hard drive ran to 0% free space during the technical interview. So it was just in the middle of compiling. I got errors anywhere telling me that my disk space is full. Gotta go. Sleep is better than being awake. Hopefully see you all tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night of sleep. Selective duplicate. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it was actually crazy, but we had a good laugh about it, and I I just cleaned up all my cargo. How much space did you have? Well, it's a dual boot, so right now that's the partition I'm on. So from my 145 gig, I have about 100 gig used, and for the job I need to work with Substrate, so that's why I did the blockchain stuff, and Substrate is huge, okay? And I had free compiled version of Substrate on there, which took I don't know how many gigabytes of binary space, which was just too much. So, but I'm thinking about reducing or completely uninstalling my Windows. But let's see. Yeah, I think Substrate was pretty much it. But you can do. There is cargo sweep. That command just tells it to recursively clean every Rust project you find and delete all unnecessary files, meaning everything except the executables and stuff, of build artifacts, not all files, so your source code is safe. That's older than 5 days, and then I can just run that, and it should clean nothing because I already ran it today. Can we have one? Yeah, so it cleaned it a little bit. And you can do that just as a cron job. So if you have something like me, where all your projects are in a single folder, basically, get a cron job with cargo sweep and run it once a week, or once a month, or however you like, just to get rid of all the stuff you don't need. Okay. Yeah, rebuilding is kind of pain. Yeah. I can't type. Still. All the monkey type, and I still can't type. Okay. But that's gonna be it for today. Stream for almost 3 hours. Next week we're gonna do 4 hours every day again, hopefully, and also our normal stuff. This week was kinda was a little bit hectic because of the technical interview and everything. But next week we're back to normal. Let's see who's online again. Okay. So we're gonna raid Beamstream because he makes a really cool product. He also makes it in Rust, which is cool. Hey Elium Herbarium, thanks for the follow. Okay. Just switching to my ending stream now. Gonna start the raid. Raid is starting. Okay, so everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the monkey type training. And now we're gonna all raid Beamstream. Everyone who's a subscriber, spam some Bob Champs in there if you can. Give him some hype. He really makes a cool product, I think. Because I don't think Twitch is gonna fix the whole category mess. And he's at least trying to do something about science and technology being so many things at once. So, hope you like it too, and everyone have a good night, day, evening, whatever time it is for you, and we'll see each other, not tomorrow, actually, we're gonna see each other next week on Monday, because tomorrow I can't stream, I sadly have no time. But Monday I'm back again, and yeah, that's it from me. Bye!